Hello everybody and welcome to our webinar. Today we will speak about our facade solutions for trapezoidal metal sheet walls and walls made of sandwich panels. My name is Vladimir Gelin. I'm technical sales manager here at K2, responsible for Eastern and Middle European countries. Main rule of our webinar, so if you have any questions, please write them in Q&A section and not in the chat, because in the Q&A section it's easier for me and for my colleagues to answer your questions. So we will start with our web page. So this is our web page, k2-systems.com. You can switch the language right away to English. What is here important on our web page? Very important point: if you are coming from any country where you have our office, you can find here company locations. And if you have any questions, technical questions, questions to delivery times, purchasing, and so on, please don't write to our German email address. But it's much better, it's much faster for you to get an answer if you write directly, for example, for France or for United Kingdom. Yeah. So you will get much faster reply. Another important point here on our web page, our quality page, because here you will find our certificates and our, here are further certificates and our guarantee terms. What else important here is our knowledge and training part. Here you will find our tutorial videos, for example, explaining how to use base and explaining some, providing you some information about our systems. Also, here are our webinars, our coming webinars. Is our next webinar already here? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, main also important to say right away. So today we will talk only about trapezoidal sheet and sandwich panels because other facades like concrete, solid stones, hollow stones, and so on, it will be next week. So please join us for further our facade solutions. Important part here is our K2 training, where you can learn a lot about our products, about our digital solutions, and you can also make some tests, and you'll get a certificate that you are like use that you are profi with our products and with our solutions. So you can find here also our mounting systems, all our mounting systems, but I prefer to take a look on every our system in our product catalog. I will show you a bit later. What's here important, our references. You can go here and filter our references, our projects. Yeah, for example, you can filter to facade solutions, and you will see here everything we have installed, or it's not only facade but also ground mounted. Okay, but you will find here our facade solutions references. So I will show you some of them. This is one building in Switzerland, installed with this multi-rail with insertion rail. I will show you later the components of this solution. This is also CarrierRail. So this is a sandwich panel with CarrierRail, as in Germany, and here's also a project in Estonia. This is a warehouse of our partner in Estonia, Oninen. Exactly here, some kind of special solutions, I believe. This is a facade rail. And also, you can see that you can design such a project for a whole building, putting our system on the top of the roof and also on the wall. So, as I said, for me it's much more convenient to look for our products, information, components, and so on in our product catalog. So if you know which system you want to use, or if you're looking for some technical information, you can click right away to our product catalog. Here you can find all our systems. Here flat roof systems, pitch roof, in the middle there are our facade roof systems. So let's start with MultiRail. It's the easiest one. Yeah. Here you can find the components of the system. You can see list price of each component. And if you go to the component, you can also download datasheet, assembly instructions, and so on and so on. Here's datasheet, for example, the MultiRail. Coming back to the system, here's this short description with some highlights, some advantages of the system. In downloads area, you will find brochure, also assembly instructions, and very important checklists, because at the moment you cannot calculate know our facade solution in K2Base or in any other software. We have to calculate it for you manually, and for this we will need from you field checklist. So we will need two documents, field checklist and layout to calculate for you the project. Please fill it as good as you can, as more information, as easy as it's for us to calculate it right away and not to ask you back and so on and so on. So please fill it, send to us, and we will calculate the project for you. And another important part here are data sheets of the system. This is MultiRail with distortion rail, landscape, MultiRail with distortion portrait, and facade clamp landscape. And if you open it, you will see here some information about allowed models. And like all components we used, for example, in this system. You can find here in this list. So here also some videos, some advertising videos, or maybe some explanation videos, for example, for CarrierRail. Here under videos, you can find the video how we installed WallPV on our warehouse. So let's proceed with components. I will start with the simplest solution. It's our MultiRail with facade clamps. The MultiRail is our well-known component for pitched roof also. This is MultiRail 25. For facade solution, we use only MultiRail 25, so MultiRail 10 will not be used on facade. So this is 25 means the length of the rail. We install it by 4 screws, turning them into the trapezoidal sheet. These are how we call them? Thread forming screws. So that means that screwing this screw into your metal sheet, you will not drill it, but the screw will like move the material to sides, and this provides a better holding. So it is for trapezoidal metal sheet. If you have corrugated metal sheet, like waved form, we have this MultiRail 25 CSM. You will see that it's like a special form. It's like rounded. Let me get the cam. Here we go. It's rounded. This is our EPDM sealing, protecting you trapezoidal sheet, keeping it watertight. So only one component is also the same we use in our pitched roofs. It's our 1 mid clamp. This clamp is installed in the last row of MultiRails. It's our usual K2 clamp, exactly, K2 universal clamp, how we call it. For our facade clamps, we use mostly black clamps. So for facade clamp, we have only in black, and the end clamp you can install silver in black, but it makes no sense to install silver clamp at the end and black clamps in the middle. So the installation is very similar. You just turn it up and just turn it in. It's the same way you can turn it out. It's not too tight screw. This way. So new components we have only for facade. It's our model support. Yeah, it looks like this. It's a very simple installation with our MK2 nut. Yeah, and this you even don't have to put it away. It's completely away. So you use my K2 nut. So this is such wings. You're holding them, putting it in, turning it. It's already here installed. You just screw this model support in. Yeah. This model support is used for to hold the models during installation. I will show you later how to install the model in the system. And one additional component is this anti-slip clip. Yeah. It's just screwed in on the second row from the bottom on module field. Yeah. So only one row of multi-rails you install this anti-slip clip. I'll show later on our model. Yeah. It's just screwed inside the multi-rail. What is also new is this facade clamp. You will see that it's a bit longer on one side. Yeah. With additional sealing here. Yeah. But the rest of the clamp is the same. Installation is the same. Yeah, you just turn it in. So here we have our sample. Just need to put the end clamp back. Can we see it? Yeah. So we install this end clamp back. So you take your model. You use the model supports to hang the model. And then it's hanging. So you have your free hand, and then you just clamp it from the bottom with universal clamps, and from the top with our facade clamps. Yeah, and just tight it in. So the fastening and this anti-slip clip you have every second row from the bottom. Yeah, of the model field. So I believe that's it about the simplest system with multi-rail with facade clamps. It's for sure the cheapest one system, but as you can see, it's not so nice looking as our insertion rail system. So insertion rail system on multi-rails will be installed in the following way. So you have, let me remove this model support. These are our cross connectors. Cross connectors are used to hold the insertion rail. You will see right away that here you have a logo. Other side, here's a logo. This means how to install this cross connector. So the logo must be on the top. So you install it in this way. Yeah, installation is the same as our MK2 nut. So you install this to MK2s. You put the cross connector on it. Screw it in. So you can see this cross connector. Here's longer, longer space for insertion rail. Here's a shorter one. So you install it always in this way, with a longer at the top, logo at the top. And next step, you put our insertion rail inside. Important is that this longer part is always looking to the bottom. So you start in this way. Show it that way. This one. So it is installed. You just put it in and move it to the bottom. Yeah, it's already installed. So how do we ensure that the rail doesn't fall out in the same way? Yeah. In every second cross connector, we install such a simple spring plug. This one. Yeah. simple installed. You just move it inside the cross connector. So as soon as spring plug is installed, other direction, you see that here's no space for rail to go out. So this spring plug prevents the insertion rail to go up and down, but the insertion rail can move to the left and to the right. This allows the rail to extend, and how to prevent the rails from falling out to the side, to move to the side. It's our fixed stop. It's also a simple one. You put it on the rail. Oops. Rail. And fasten it with this fixed stop. This one hand is not so simple to do it. As soon as you fasten it, you see that the rail cannot move to the side. Yeah, exactly. So we can better see it here on our model. So here we have 4 fixed stops. 4 fixed stops is necessary if you have longer than one insertion rail for the installation. So if you use one complete insertion rail and also a pad, you will need 4 fixed stops installed in this way. If you use only one insertion rail, you will just need to install 2 fixed stops in the middle. Here you will see that the rail is not moving to the side thanks to these fixed stops, and is not going up and down due to this spring plug. So some additional components for our insertion rail is our end stop. End stop is there to prevent the modules to fall out or move to the side. It's also easy installed. Inside and just tightening it. So now your model cannot move out. And the last one is our connector for insertion rail. Looks like this. Also easy installed. Just inside the rail. So the second rail is connected. This one. And as you can see, you will have always a bit of space between the rails. Can you see it? It's allowing the water to go from inside the rail to go up. One more component. It wasn't the last. We have one more. It's our cover. It's always installed on the top and on the bottom of each model field. Is there to just for better looking. You install it this way. Just put it inside and then just click it in. Now it's installed. It's like providing you better view from the ground on your system. And the last component we use in our insertion rail facade systems is our module safety. I will show you maybe here how we use it. So insertion rail is there. The name insertion rail means that you will insert the model in the rail in this way. It's already inserted, it's already fastening. But as you can see, the model is able to move out. And to prevent it, we use this model safety. Such a simple part. We just put it here between the models. Now you will see that you are no longer able to remove the model from insertion rail. So in insertion rail, you can install model both, as I said, landscape and portrait. For multi-rail with clamps, it's possible only landscape installation because you will have to clamp your models on the long side, and depending on the distance between the crests, it's not always possible to meet the clamping on the short side. This is the reason we use facade clamps only for landscape installation. So maybe let's check if we have any questions to our multi-rail solution. So the first question, if we have any software, can we see me? No, let me go there. Yeah. So the first question, if we have any software to calculate facade systems, no, at the moment we don't have any software for you to use. Yeah, we have an own software where we can manually calculate the projects for you. So as I said at the beginning, fill the checklist, create the layouts, send both to us, and we will calculate the project for you. This is the next question. Is it possible to install installation on wave trapezoidal corrugated trapezoidal sheet when the waves are not going from top to the bottom but from right to the left? I can say right away, if this trapezoidal sheet with crests, yeah, you can use our mini rail instead of multi-rail in this way. But if it's waved, if it's corrugated metal sheet, probably it will be also possible with mini rail, but you will need to check it with mini rail if the ceiling sitting good on your waves. So your waves must be a bit bigger, with a bigger radius. If they're very small, probably it will not be possible to install there anything. So because yeah, because the multi-rails, they must be installed in this direction, yeah, vertical and not horizontal. The next question: if our products are available in Switzerland for facade? Yes, sure, yeah, yeah. So all our products for all our facade systems are available from us, and surely some our partners and distributors in Switzerland have it already. Yeah. So as next, I want to show you a sample report from our software. So let's start with the simplest one, with multi-rail with facade clamp. So yeah, the first pages are the same as in our K2 base report. You will see here the number of modules, output, address, terrain category, and so on and so on. So usual stuff. Here you will see your wall, like sizes of your wall. Yeah. And here you will see these different areas. These are different load areas, A, B, A. So at the edges of each wall you will have A area, where the loads are a bit higher than in the middle of the wall. And here you will also see the size of these areas, the length of the areas. Yeah. Here you will see the distance between the fasteners. In this case, the distance is the same because of low wind loads. If the wind loads would be higher, you will see that in the middle of the wall, the distance between the fasteners will be smaller. Maybe I will show it you later with another sample. So the next page, important for us, is this our multi-rails. You will see here the distance, the vertical distance between the multi-rails, and horizontal distance between the multi-rails. So this is explaining how the multi-rails are to install. And here you have already some static calculations, loads on modules, loads on our system, so on base rail and multi-rail. Also some loads. And here you will also find the loads on clamps and loads on fasteners. And in the end, as always, you will see our bill of material. This is a report for multi-rail with insertion rail. Start is the same, like always, like usual. And here you will see already some changes. Yeah, here multi-rails are installed in different ways, and yeah, it's a bit wider distance between the multi-rails, because if here insertion rail, you don't have to meet auto clamping of the model, so the distance can be bigger. So probably you will need less multi-rails for the same project. Yeah. Here are also distances. Yeah, you will see here the letters ABC explaining the distances. Yeah, and here you also will have vertical distances and horizontal distances. And here you have cutting plan for your insertion rail. Yeah, this is, length A, length B, and here in the middle you have connector, insertion rail connector. The other lengths. And the rest is the same. Static values, the same. You have on low on models, on fasteners. And here you have also two rails, like base rail, multi-rail in this case, and upper rails, insertion rail in this case. And here's bill of material. So we have all this part. We have black insertion rail, rail connector, cover, end stop, and we have the same parts are also in silver. So if you select a model with this full black model, it's surely a better looking solution to install everything black. So before we proceed with CarrierRail, maybe I will check again if you have any questions. The first question, if we have any solution, I would say, to compensate some unevenness of the wall. No, we don't have it. If you know on which spots or which areas are not even, maybe it's better to split the model fields to create smaller model fields which would be on the same level. But there's no special solution from us for this case. Frameless models, it's not possible at the moment for all facade systems. You can use only framed models. Yeah. So let me proceed with CarrierRail. What would we need for this one? So you will see that the components are mostly the same for our CarrierRail. This one, and this one. So CarrierRail is used for sandwich panels. Was developed together with Fisher. Sandwich panels manufacturing is also already approved for, what we call it, Montana. What was the name? Let me check. I will find it right away. What was the name of this second one? Oh yeah, Montana term. Exactly. This is the name of the second sandwich panel manufacturer, Montana term. They already approved our our CarrierRail for their sandwich panels. CarrierRail is a long rail. Yeah, it's almost 2 meters high. 3 meters high. Yeah, 3.7 meters. No, 3 meters. No, it was 2 meters 97 exactly. Yeah. So it's a long rail. What is important by the rail that you will get the rail only like this without sealing. The sealing will be delivered separately as a such band. Yeah. And you will need to bring the sealing on the CarrierRail. So it's like, yeah. Yeah. So you just the rail. Yeah, exactly. So you see, it's like, yeah, you just bring it on rail. Yeah, stacking here. Yeah. Yep. And this CarrierRail have two types of holes. Yeah, round holes and slotted holes. round holes for fixing bearing and slotted holes for floating bearing. What does it mean? It means that the rails fastened by this slotted holes, floated bearing, can extend, yeah, up and down. This round holes for fixing bearing is used only in the middle, somewhere in the middle of the rail. You will only use 2 screws for fixing connection, and all further screws will be used for slotted holes for floating bearings. The rest of the components is the same as for our multi-rail with insertion rail. Yeah, we have the same cross connector. Yeah, let me install it on the simplest way. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, install it the same way. Yeah, fastened by the screws. So this CarrierRail we have only in silver color. Yeah, so you will need to install this black components, and you will see only the ends of the rail. So it's almost non-seen from the ground. So install here cross connector. Yeah, install here our insertion rail. Yeah. Just put it inside. Yeah, fasten it by a spring plug. Yeah, from the side. I will show you on our kit, on our model exactly. Yeah, and here, so as you remember, we had here such anti-slip clip. Yeah, here's a bit different. It's a longer one with 2 screws. Yeah, it's also simple installed here in the last, yeah, I would say under the last cross connector. Yeah, in your model field, you will start such anti-slip clip, anti-slip plate. Yeah, by 2 screws. Yeah, and all remaining components as connector, cover, end stop, fixed stop are the same. Yeah, here's our model. Yeah, here you can see the holes, rounded, slotted, all the way around. Yeah. Model installation is the same, like in our multi-rail insertion rail. Yeah, just insert your model into the rails. Yeah, and you also fasten it by this model safety part. Yeah, here on the top. Yeah. So this system is developed for sandwich panels. If you want to use on your sandwich panel also our multi-rail, for example, solution with insertion rail, please contact sandwich panel manufacturer if they allow you to do it. Yeah, and if you have a different sandwich panel, not from Fisher, not from Monotherm, it's the same. Just contact the sandwich panel manufacturer, ask them if you can use our CarrierRail system, their sandwich panels. So, yeah, that's all about this. Let me check the questions right away. Exactly. Any question regarding fire protection and something like this, please check your local regularies. Yeah, because we are not aware about it. Check it. If you will need some additional help from our side, just write to us. We will try to help you. Yeah, as far as we can. The next question. What is the distance between the last point of the rail and multi-rail? To be honest, I don't really understand this question. If you mean regarding cross connector is always installed in the middle of the multi-rail. Yeah, and you install your insertion rail in it. So it's somewhere in the middle of the multi-rail. The exact distance, I don't know. Yeah, but you will see it. Yeah, it's like it's not so important for us. Yeah, I would say. So let me show you a sample report of our CarrierRail. Here's our CarrierRail. So the start of the report is the same. always. Yeah. See the models, output, and here we go. Our ABA zones, yeah, wind zones of the wall, and here you will see that like you have different distances between the carrier rails because in the so in the edges of the wall you have higher wind loads as in the middle of the wall. So this is the reason the distance between the carrier rails in the middle of the wall will be higher than on the edges. Yeah. The same is regarding cantilever. So at the edges of the wall you have shorter cantilever, shortly loud cantilever than in the middle of the wall. Here you will see which holes of the carrier rail is to use. Yeah, fixation fixed, fixation sliding. So fixation fixed means round hole, fixation sliding means slotted hole, and you will see that in each carrier rail you install only two screws. So you use only two round holes in the middle of the carrier rail, and all remaining connections to the outer layer of your facade panel are in slotted holes. Here you will also see this distance A and B. So this is the distance between the carrier rails, and as we said, at the edges of the wall, the distance is smaller. In the middle, distance is a bit greater. Yeah. Surely, all these distances between fasteners, as for multi-rail, so also for carrier rail, depends on the wall size. It depends on the wind loads, on your local wind loads. So there are no like fixed calculation for this. We will need to calculate every project. Here you will see a cutting plan for carrier rail. You'll see here like two sizes of carrier rails for this project. This is the length. And here again our insertion rails with two sizes and with connectors. Our two sizes. And here we go, our static report, our base rail, so our carrier rail, and here our upper rail, in this case insertion rail. And we'll see here some distances, some calculations, static calculation. Maximum loads on fastness, loads on modules, and so on and so on. So our usual static calculation. If you will have any questions regarding this static calculation, you can also always ask us. We will explain it to you. And here's our bill of material. Important to say it. Let us refer to our assembly instructions. For example, for CarrierRail. What is important to know about these facade solutions, that there are like more local rules, more local regulations about it. So we are trying to put everything here, like what you need to check locally. If there are any regulations regarding modules installed in facade solutions, any fire protection rules, any rules regarding ventilation, so on. There are also approval for sandwich panel. So this is everything you will need to check locally, because these regulations are very specific, very country specific, very different in every country. So we cannot say for all of countries. So, but as I said, if you will need any assistance from our side, helping you to check these regulations, just contact us. We will try to help you. And here in my sub-instructions, there are also some requirements to outer layer of the sandwich panel in this case. It's also important for our multi-rail. You will find the same. Some instructions. Which one? You will see the same. It's like our requirements to the thickness of the sheet, depending on the material, minimum. And here also some requirements to the crests where we will install our multi-rail, and to the radius if you have corrugated sheet. Here you will always find the same statements regarding fire protection, regarding modules, regarding ventilation. Yeah. If you have an older building and you are not sure if you can install there something, if you have an older sandwich panel, for example, if you're not aware how good it holds, please involve an external structural engineer. He shall check it for you, because we are not able to do it. But what we calculate the connection of metal sheet or the outer layer of your sandwich panel to our structure. So the only thing we can assure that our system will still on your metal sheet. And also, if you have like a very high building, for example, 100 meters or 50 meters high, it's also better to involve an external structural engineer to check the loads locally, to calculate them exactly, and then we can adjust our calculation to the loads provided by the external structural engineer. So it's all from my side. Oh, we have no questions. Yeah, so we have also opportunity to for you to ask live questions. So if you want, you can speak with us, asking your question exactly. Yeah. So if you want to ask something, just raise your hand, your virtual hand, and we will put you online. Yeah, we will. Claire? Oh yeah, we can hear right away. Yeah. Hello, Claire. Claire. Yeah, Claire, we can hear something, but not your voice. No. Now your microphone is turned out. Turned off. Okay, then let me proceed with asked questions, with written questions. We can install on sandwich panel. It's a good question. Yeah, if you have a sandwich panel, you can install our systems on it. But as I said, you will need to check with the sandwich panel manufacturer if they allow you to do it. Because from our side, our system will hold, but we not sure if the outer layer is good connected to the insulated, yeah, um, yeah, insulated structure of the sandwich panel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So everything regarding fire protection, you can check locally. So I cannot say anything about your specific fire protection rules in your country. I'm not aware about it. If you know them, if you know what is required from our side, write to us and we will check it. We will explain it to you. We will answer to you. So. Another question: if our integration systems under study of new techniques. To be honest, I'm not aware what are new technique studies. Klaus? It's something for France. Okay, if it's something country specific, I'm not aware about it. As I said, maybe we can show it again, Klaus. Our yeah, because I'm not aware about it. I don't know it in. So exactly. So if you have any, I would say France specific questions, yeah, you go here to our company locations. Okay. You find France here, and here's email and phone number of our colleagues in France. So the best way is to contact them directly, because we are here in Germany. are not aware about any regulations which are valid in France. Sorry. Um, the next question: if there are maximum weight per quadrat meter for Montana and Fisher, so I would say it in this way: the weight of the system is always quite the same because our profiles are done of aluminum. They usually like 5 or maybe 10% of the complete system. So there's no weight particular on our components. The most weight is coming from models, and it's surely depending on the size of the models is different, but the weight model per square meter is quite similar, is quite the same. So we are like so we think that the weight of the system per square meter will be almost always the same. So I would say that Fisher and Montana allows it for each possible weight. I hope that I explained it well. Not sure about it. So we have, yeah, exactly. We have no further written questions. Oh no, one more. We will have a webinar regarding concrete, solid, yeah, solid bricks, whole bricks, and so on next week. So the same time, in 7 days, we will have the same webinar, but for our solutions for concrete, for bricks, and so on, insulated, not insulated, and so on and so on, everything possible. I don't know if I will do it or maybe my colleagues, but we will see it. So, and again, we have no written questions. If you have a question you want to ask me live, just raise your virtual hand, and we will allow you to speak with us. Okay, if there are no further questions, I'm still here for the next 10 minutes. If you will, yeah, if you will think about a question, just write it in our Q&A section. I will reply to you. So thank you all for attending this webinar. I hope you learned something about our facade systems. They're still quite new, even we have already yeah, some nice projects with it. Yep. And yeah, join us next week. Yeah, the webinar regarding our facade solutions for concrete and bricks. So, see you.